everybody, and welcome to cold, snowy St. Paul, Minnesota, where tonight we've got the TNT Monster Truck Racing Winter Nationals, including four-wheeler ATV. It's cold outside, about minus 10 degrees, but inside here at the St. Paul Civic Center Arena, the action is warming up. It's going to be quite a show. Stay tuned for the TNT Monster Truck Nationals. Bigfoot will be our number one qualifier. Let's see what he does right now. All right, Bigfoot's the monster truck, the number one monster truck in the world today. There are 7 Bigfoots, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Chandler, the owner of Bigfoot, is here tonight at the St. Paul Civic Center. Rich Hoosier is doing the driving. Here he comes. Rich Hoosier going up Bigfoot. There he goes. He's coming down. Now he's heading a little mound of dirt. This is really tough for the monster truck. And you can see he got over pretty fast. The time for Bigfoot, 10.37 seconds. Bigfoot in the lead at 10.37 seconds. King Kong has to beat that. Look at King Kong go. Look at him go. Hey, that's a great run. King Kong is really bouncing around. Really bouncing around. Oh, hey, this is going to be a good time. Most famous trucks in America today. The Gravedigger. Now, this is crazy. The Gravedigger is a Ford panel van. I've seen him race many times, and I tell you, he can go nuts. Let's watch him. The Gravedigger from Chesapeake, Virginia. Dennis Anderson. Get your cameras out, everybody. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thrill. He goes nuts. Here he goes. He almost flipped it over, ladies and gentlemen. We thought disaster was just about ready to happen. He has the fast time now. Dennis, you have taken the lead in fast qualifying at 9.53 seconds. You got to be a little nervous on that run, however.
Yeah, it's a brand new motor, and I really don't know how to drive it that good yet, but seems like the motor's doing real well.
All right, what do you think your chances are once we continue along and you get into the heat?
As long as I don't have any breakage, I stand a real good chance.
All right, who do you consider your toughest competition?
I would say it would be Bigfoot.
Are you going to drive like this as we go on tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
All right,
win.
Did you think you were going to roll the truck over?
Yeah, it kind of got tight there for a few minutes.
All right, don't scare us anymore tonight. Let's give him another round of applause, everybody. Dennis Anderson from Chesapeake, Virginia, the Gravedigger now. So far, the fastest qualifying run here tonight. Boy, that's wild and woolly, huh? How'd you like it?
TNT's World of Power roars into your living room with explosive home video action. It's the stars of the Red Man TNT All-American Pulling Series, plus the country's hottest and meanest car-crushing monster trucks, and the grime and glory of mud racing, all on one VHS video cassette. Send check or money order for $24.95 to this address, or charge it to your Visa or MasterCard by calling 1-800-227-3167.
Here on the floor of the Civic Center, now things are going to begin to heat up just a little bit. It's going to be going wheel to wheel, side-by-side racing action. Most of them were fairly quick over the trucks the first time, but that was strictly for time. Now, if they want to advance and continue on to determine who our winner is going to be, they've got to win the heat. I would say that Jeff Dane out of Killeen, Texas, the way he drives, the madman, may have a slight advantage in this heat. Let's see. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Texas against Minnesota. Rick Young out of Prior Lake, Minnesota with Barely Tame, the 1979 Ford. Going against King Kong number 3, Steve Dane out of Killeen, Texas with King Kong number 3, the 1986 Ford, a 460 cubic inch Ford engine. It'll be Ford versus Ford, a knockdown, drag-out battle. Let's turn it on, Minnesota. Let's go, you Gophers. Cheer on the Minnesota. And here he comes. They're ready to turn it loose. Here he comes. King Kong comes over. Look at him go. Look at him go. Hey, he's really down. He's almost ready. Well, barely. Oh, and Barely Tame has come to a halt on that last car. King Kong number 3 making it look easy. Did you see the tire speed that he had? He had lane choice. He went for the left lane. We're going to need a loader or a forklift to pick up Barely Tame.
Gentle Ben with Jim Bowman at the wheel will be up next against Doug Spanier in the Master of Disaster.
Here they come now. Master of Disaster. The Master of Disaster from Albany, Minnesota. Doug Spanier is going to win it. And he beats Gentle Ben. No monster truck racing is complete, ladies and gentlemen, unless you have the world champion. And that's what the TNT folks have brought in here to the St. Paul Civic Center. It's the one and only Bigfoot. Bigfoot started it all way back in 1973. He's going against Barbarian. Remember, most of the drivers love to beat Bigfoot. Let's see how it turns out. Here we go, Barbarian. Here comes Bigfoot. Look at Bigfoot, get up. Red shoes are going over. Here goes Barbarian. It's going to be close. Bigfoot hits the cars. Oh, look at him go. Oh, my word. Crushing the cars, heading for the finish line. I tell you, he picked up a lot of time. You got to wonder if he might have sandbagged the first time through. All right, now we go to Leadfoot. Remember, it was Leadfoot that had all kinds of problems. Ron Dennis from Flagstaff, Arizona. And you can see again, Leadfoot has got problems. Just give him a nice round of applause, everybody. The Carolina Crusher, Gary Porter, out of Wadesville, North Carolina. Leadfoot has got all kinds of problems here tonight from Flagstaff, Arizona. The engine is hot. He's hot under the collar. He said, what do I got to do to win this thing?
Leadfoot loses the front left tire, and the Carolina Crusher advances to the second round.
The Dane brothers have their family here tonight at the Civic Center Arena in St. Paul. They'd love to win this for Mom and Dad. Two beautifully prepared Ford trucks with Chevrolet engines in them. Awesome Kong and King Kong. So far, they're 1 for 1, and they want to make it 2 for 2. They're going against the Dodge. This should be pretty much a hands-down win for Awesome Kong number 2. Let's see what happens. Here goes! And they're on their way now. Here they go! Awesome Kong's got problems. Here comes Batman! Here comes Batman! Look at Awesome Kong. No, I don't know. This is going to be close. Oh, my word. It was a much closer race than we had expected. Awesome Kong had problems getting off the line. But he does win it. He wins it by a matter of feet and seconds.
Awesome Kong wins it after a slow start. Jeff Dane will have his work cut off for him in time for Gravedigger.
You want to win bad. The Dane brothers from Killeen, Texas are looking awfully good. But remember, the Gravedigger now is going to move in on this next round of heat. King Kong now going against the Master of Disaster. King Kong 3 being driven by Steve Dane. The Master of Disaster, Doug Spanier out of Albany, Minnesota, the 1984 Chevrolet. Texas against Minnesota. Here we go. They're off and off. Here comes King Kong number 3. There he goes. King Kong number 3 up and over. Going over. Here goes Master Disaster. There they go. King Kong 3 continues on. King Kong 3 looking awfully strong in front of his family here tonight at the St. Paul Civic Center for TNT Monster Truck Racing. Brought to you by Red Man Chewing Tobacco. Here comes Bigfoot going against the Carolina Crusher. Now this on paper would look like a one-sided match. Gary Porter driving the Carolina Crusher is going against the Legend. However, crazier things have happened in monster truck racing. Anything can happen in monster truck racing, and it looks like now Bigfoot has taken the right lane. Bigfoot has taken the right lane. against the Carolina Crusher. Chevy against Ford, ready to do battle. They're lined up. They're ready to drop the flag. Here they go. So Carolina Crusher in that heat. And Bigfoot wins it, but the Carolina Crusher not far behind.
Bigfoot advances, but not without some stiff competition from the Carolina Crusher.
Bigfoot will move on now. Rich Hoosier doing the driving for Bigfoot. Well, this is a match, well, it's made in monster truck heaven. Awesome Kong going against the Gravedigger. Remember, the Gravedigger had a bye because he was the fastest qualifier. I'd call it a heads up. Gravedigger's wild and crazy, but Awesome Kong is as well. Both drivers will put their foot into the accelerator and go like the devil. It's anybody's game. Here we go. Awesome Kong has decided he wants the right lane. How many of you like Awesome Kong? How many of you like the Gravedigger? All right. The Gravedigger has the thunderous applause of the fans here in the Civic Center Arena. He's the pre-monster truck race favorite. Let's see what happened. Awesome Kong doesn't want to lose. He didn't come all the way from Texas to lose this race. Gravedigger from Virginia. Anybody's ball game. Push the pedal to the metal. Turn it loose. Power against power. Here they go. Gravedigger, Gravedigger, Gravedigger. Hands down. No question about it. And Awesome Kong does not even finish the race. Awesome Kong gives up. The Gravedigger, let's get a word in with him. All right. Well, I'll tell you, we continue to interview Dennis Anderson from Chesapeake, Virginia, because he continues to win. He was the fastest qualifier. Now he has beat Awesome Kong. Congratulations, Dennis.
Thank you. I need to win here tonight. I've got some big, heavy-duty bills at home that got to be paid, so I got
Let's get that helmet off so we can hear you, all right? We're having a little trouble hearing with all the noise here at the Civic Center Arena, and I tell you, we want to get every word that you have to say here. It was a great run, I tell you. You continue to look awfully strong. Awesome Kong did not give you the kind of race that we expected.
Right, yeah, I think he's having a little fuel problem right now, too, but I just got to keep my mess together and do my part of it.
Why do you have the motor in the rear end of the truck?
Well, really, I done it for when I was jumping cars that I wouldn't nosedive, but now I've got a stronger motor. I think I need to move my motor ahead some.
Well, I tell you, you're looking a little heavy on the back, but good luck. This is going to go right down to the wire.
All right, thank you.
Steve Dane going against the Carolina Crusher, Gary Porter. Lining it up. Here we go. The green light is on. I don't know. Did you see the wave? King Kong 3. Oh, my word. They do things wild and crazy in Texas, and they're going all out. They want to win. They think Bigfoot may be the guy they go against. I'll tell you, for a while, it didn't look like you were going to make it, Steve Dane, because you really got cattywampus on the left track. What happened?
I got a new steering system in there. The whole truck's been rebuilt in December. We took about 3 weeks off. We rebuilt it all. And the steering is over-responsive. I only got to turn it about a quarter turn, and it turns completely to one side. And there's nothing I'd rather do than beat Bigfoot tonight. And that's what I'm going for, and hopefully I can do it. And God willing, my parents here, I want to make them proud. I'm going to give it hell.
All right, here we go. Gravedigger against Bigfoot. Rich Hoosier against Dennis Anderson. Dennis Anderson with a 1951 Ford. Bigfoot with a 1988 Ford. New against old. But I tell you, Gravedigger's got a supercharged engine in the back of that 1951 Ford panel van. Anything goes. The here comes Bigfoot. Look at Gravedigger. Look at Bigfoot. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, my word.
This one is too close to call. We'll have to wait for Dave to get the official time from the judges.
Are we having fun yet? All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Listen to this. Bigfoot had a time of 7.93 seconds. Gravedigger had a time of 7.82 seconds. Gravedigger wins it. And Dennis Anderson, congratulations. I've got to ask you, is this the first time you've ever beaten Bigfoot?
Yes, sir. It sure is. And I've been waiting for this time. He's a good guy and everything, but we're here to win, and I was here to beat him.
Well, how many years have you been racing with this monster truck?
I've had this particular truck for 3 years now.
And I tell you, you just really put your foot in the accelerator and go like the devil. Is there any other secret to your success?
No, well, I've got to keep it safe, but be fast and bad.
You sort of have to be a little wild and crazy to do something like this?
Oh, yeah, your elevator won't go all the way to the top, you can believe that.
How much money you got invested in your truck?
I've got like $75,000 in the truck now.
Can you make any money doing this?
Oh, yeah, as long as I keep winning like this.
I tell you, he's going to go into the finals, ladies and gentlemen. The Gravedigger has beaten Bigfoot. Close, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him one more time. He's going to be in the finals.
11 started, but only 2 remain. King Kong and Gravedigger are set to go at each other in the final heat of the evening. But first, we're going to bring you another final, the championship sprint for the checkered flag by the exciting four-wheel ATV.
The pursuit of power continues in April on Power Tracks with the Redman TNT Motorsports Series. See your favorite pullers, plus Bigfoot, Stomper, and the country's hottest monster trucks in daring, unpredictable side-by-side monster truck races. Coming up in April here on Power Tracks. April also marks the beginning of the 1988 Summer Circuit with valuable points and a total of $255,000 in points funds up for grabs. The circuit begins with monster truck racing in Roanoke Civic Center, April 8th and 9th. Meanwhile, Nashville Motor Speedway hosts pulling and monster truck racing in a doubleheader April 8th and 9th. The following weekend, top drivers roar into Tupelo, Mississippi for a pull at Spencer Speedway. Finally, April pulling action wraps up in Memphis at the Motorsport Park, April 29th and 30th. Catch the Redman TNT Motorsports Series action here on Power Tracks and in your hometown. Look for it.
Here come the ATVs. These little dynamos have won a strong following among the fans on the Redman TNT circuit. Their action-packed sprints around the oval obstacle course provide the speed thrills that motorsport fans go for. This is the final run of the evening, a 20-lap dash for the cash. They're lined up now and ready for the green flag.
Green is out, and here they go. They're going to race it. This is the finals. This is for the top money. 20 laps. They're in the main feature race as they go over the back stretch, going over that back hump. Here they come. Turn 3, turn number 4. It only takes them about 14 seconds to go around this indoor track here at the St. Paul Civic Center Arena on the TNT Motorsport National Network. Here they come around now, going for the glory. Number 12 is in the lead. Number 12, Mel Heinen. He won the first heat out of St. Cloud, Minnesota on a Yamaha 490. He continues to lead, but it's going to be close. Right behind him, 111. 111 on his tail, and number 2 position, Phil Miklo out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. Here they come. It looks like Phil Miklo is gaining. As they come around, they continue to fly around this track. 13 seconds on the last lap. They're really gaining ground. Number 12, your leader, Mel Heinen from St. Cloud, Minnesota. We've got a bike off the track. A bike off the track, but he's back on now. The bikers now, the drivers are beginning to get get things sorted out as they slide into the turn. These are the real pros. ATV racing at his best at the St. Paul Civic Center on the TNT Red Man All-American Motorsports Series. Oh, number 12. We've had a lead change, and number 111 has taken the lead. Number 12 went sideways in turn number 4, and he wasn't able to hold it. He's lost ground. Mel Heinen now number 2, and number 1 is Phil Miklo out of Iowa. And it looks like 111 having some handling problems coming out of turn number 4. I tell you, don't count 12 out. He is right on his tail. This is a torture test out here. 111 still in the lead. 12 has just not been able to catch any ground. Here's the white flag. Here's the white flag. The white flag is coming out. 1 lap to go. And here's the checkered flag for number 111. Your winner, Phil Miklo. Number 12, Mel Heinen will finish number 2.
We'll be right back with King Kong and Gravedigger in the Monster Truck Finals. Stay tuned.
It'll be King Kong going against the Gravedigger. This is going to be a battle to the finish. Here they go, gentlemen. King Kong 3 going against the Gravedigger. They got off to a good start. Here they come. Look at the Gravedigger. Look at King Kong. There they go. There they go. Oh, I don't know. Oh, my word. All right. Whoa. All right, Rich. What do you think, Rich? Good race.
Yeah, well, it's real good. Everybody's running a lot harder as they get to the finish line, but I think it's hard to say. I wasn't standing at the finish line, but I ran that stay right now.
I tell you, he's a real crowd favorite. No question about it. We're going to get the times here in just a moment.
I'm not sure.
All right, before we call it, Gravedigger coming out. Gravedigger wins that. Gravedigger wins it. King Kong, number 3, comes in number 2. And I tell you, Bob Chandler and Rich Hoosier, what would you like to say to the winner of Gravedigger?
Congratulations. You ran a good race.
All right, Bob?
That was a hell of a run.
No question about it. Coming from the guys with Bigfoot. That's a real compliment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him another round of applause all the way from Chesapeake, Virginia. Your winner, Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. Unbelievable. As young Mr. Dane goes down to congratulate him, it was a wild finish. It looked like dead even halfway through the race. But then King Kong 3 got sideways as he went over those last 6 cars. He just didn't have enough speed. And let's get Dennis Anderson down here right now and get a word in with him. I tell you, he's made a lot of fans here in St. Paul, Minnesota tonight. Dennis Anderson, congratulations. Is it the biggest moment of your monster truck career?
Yeah, it is. I finally beat Bigfoot, the Kong brothers, the whole 9 yards.
All right. Well, I tell you, you've beaten the best tonight, and the runner-up this evening made a great and valiant try. It was very close. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. Thank you all very much for being here, too.
Dennis Anderson from Chesapeake, Virginia. He upsets Bigfoot, then he upsets King Kong number 3. The biggest moment in his young monster truck racing career.
So close and yet so far. Steve Dane and King Kong were 1 shot away from the championship, but Gravedigger put them away.
All right, I did it.